Rowan College students are awarded grant money. Details on a supermoon coming this weekend and a full recap of Rowans Got Talent. All that and more on this half an hour of RTN News. Welcome back to a brand new episode of RTN News. I'm Victoria Todorova.
And I'm Sean Kelly. Let's get into some local news.
A 13-year-old was held at gunpoint early Monday morning. Police are searching for the two men who held the teenager at gunpoint. They were carjacking the family's car on their driveway at 1:51 a.m. The crime took place after the family returned home to Melbourne from a Thanksgiving weekend vacation. They were unpacking their luggage from their two Range Rovers when they were approached by two armed men. According to police, one man held the 13-year-old while the other pointed a gun at the family. The carjackers demanded keys to the car and wanted the unclosed amount of cash. One of the suspects couldn't get the SUV to start and fled the scene with a car that was waiting for him, while the other drove off in a 2017 Range Rover. Police later found the stolen car on Patton Place in Newark. The case is still under investigation.
An exciting new development for Rowan College students. Representatives from the United Way of Gloucester County and Women United met with Rowan College of Gloucester County officials this past month and finalized an agreement that grants the college $10,000 in scholarship money for students. The United Way of Gloucester County is one of the best-known charitable organizations in the county and throughout the United States. Since its establishment in 1957, the charity has been responsible for more than $84 million in charitable donations. The mission of the organization is to be a leader in fostering individual well-being. Cody Miller, director of the Rowan College Foundation, says, quote, "We have a strong student-centered culture here at RCGC, which is a perfect complement to the emphasis the United Way puts on education and the opportunities it can unlock. For more information on how to apply, go to rcgc.edu/scholarships.
It is that time of year again. Pittman hosted its annual Christmas Day Parade. The annual parade is followed by Santa by a tree lighting, and the parade included floats, marching bands, fire truck, festive music, and the arrival of the big man himself. It started from Broadway Avenue and concluded at Ball Lark Park, where Santa participated in the annual Christmas tree lighting.
The community of Washington Township has been getting into the thanking season this past week. The town held a Gobble Up Hunger campaign that came to a successful close this Thanksgiving. Canned goods, boxes of stuffing, and even huge turkeys were just some of the items put in boxes and prepared for delivery to those who need them the most. 8 town clubs and organizations took part and joined forces with students from across the school system and filled boxes and baskets for more than 300 families in need. All schools and buildings in the district took part, with the one accumulating the most donations earning the prestigious Gobble Up Hunger Turkey. We had a surprisingly warm day today. Let's check in with Emily with all that and more in this week's weather forecast.
Thank you, Sean. We had a sunny and a warm day today, Tuesday, with a high of 60 and a low of 34. Wednesday, we will have a sunny day with a high of 60 and a low of 34. Thursday, we will have a cloudy day with a high of 51 and a low of 43. Friday, we will have a cloudy day with a high of 52 and a low of 30. Saturday, our day will be cloudy with a high of 48 and a low of 33. Sunday, our day will be cloudy with a high of 53 and a low of 34. We had a really warm day today.
I was outside and I was doing something, and then the sun magically found its way right over me. And I was like, wow, it's the end of November.
I know, I was so surprised. I thought it was going to be cold.
But hey,
It's great.
it's great. Nice
it.
warm day today. Happy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Emily.
Yeah,
Coming up, find out what holiday events are coming up in Glassboro this week.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextsstopwrecks.org.
Welcome back to RTN News. Here's Frank with this week's entertainment.
Hey everyone, this weekend is full of special events you don't want to miss. Starting with House of Murals, the new production coming from the Rowan Theater Department. This new show promises an evening of Brazilian music, tap dance, acting, and even original songs. The show will be running for 2 weeks starting this Thursday. Come, bring your family and friends, and enjoy a show that you won't see anywhere else but Toe Hill Theater. The holidays are just around the corner, and one of the new events from the Rowan Music Department is a concert from the Rowan Orchestra and Concert Choir, performing Benjamin Britten's St. Nicholas, as well as other classical holiday season pieces. Music is one of the best ways to get into the holiday spirit, and this Saturday is a perfect day to start joining in with this wonderful concert. Winter Bingo is coming this Thursday, another great chance to win $1,000 and have fun with your friends. Also, if you wear holiday swag at the event, you get an extra board to double the chances of winning the prize. Bingo is taking place at the Student Center Pit. Don't miss out on this great opportunity. This Friday, December 1st, come out to Rowan Boulevard and enjoy a nice evening of food, carriages, live music, and beautiful decorations, and most importantly, the annual tree lighting in downtown Glassboro. Spend the evening with your friends because it is sure to be a great time. And another chance to bring out your holiday spirit on the best time of the year. Now, here's Liam Purvis with a recap of Rowans Got Talent.
Rowans Got Talent 2017, a spin-off of America's Got Talent, consisted of a variety of acts from stand-up comedy to magic, singing, and dancing, all to win first place and $200 in Rowan bucks. The entire night wasn't all that serious, as contestants were having fun with me jamming out in the green room.
Despacito, I don't know the words.
When all of the contestants went and it came down to the wire, the results came in and Kaitley Francisco won crowd favorite and third place, which she got a $25 gift card to Barnes & Noble and $50 in Rowan bucks. Charles Gilbert won second place, which he got $100 in Rowan bucks, and Kate Wilburn won first place and $200 in Rowan bucks, which dancing is her passion, and she couldn't believe she won.
Well, dancing was my outlet. I'm non-binary, so I don't really conform to gender. And when I was going through a rough time of finding that out, I was suicidal, but I started doing dance, and it helped me do this. I'm kind of in shock. This is not for the cameras, I swear to God. I did not think I was winning. I swear, I promise. Thank you so much. Thank you, judges, thank you.
Reporting for RTN News, I'm Leon Purvis.
That was a great event.
Great event, yeah. One of the biggest events of the year.
Were you there?
I was there. I was working in the production studio actually
Nice.
for the event. One of the biggest events for television network as well as Raw. It's a cool way for everybody at Rowan to show their talent. Have a good time.
I agree. I was there, and it was fun.
Awesome.
Oh, great. Thanks, Frank.
Coming up, find out what the surprising hot item on Black Friday was.
When they test you, stand firm and move only when you hear the seatbelt click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Cinderella found the pet that fits her perfectly, and you can too. Share your heart, share your love. Make a shelter pet part of your world. Happily Ever After begins at theshelterpetproject.org.
Two drivers have been killed in Cumberland County. Michelle Wolf of Port Norris and Thomas Hughes of Cedarville were killed when their vehicles collided head-on in Murray's River Township this past Sunday night. According to New Jersey State Police spokesman Theodore Schaefer, Wolf's vehicle was traveling eastbound on Cumberland County Road 670 when their car crossed the center line and struck the front of a 2014 Scion driven by Hughes. Both were reported dead at the scene of the crash, and Cumberland County Road 670 has been closed for hours under investigation.
A 33-year-old man is in critical condition after getting stuck inside a garbage truck compactor outside a halfway home for prisoners in Philadelphia. The man was found trapped inside a waste management truck around 5:30 a.m. on Monday morning near the Kintalk Group halfway house. Firefighters had to remove trash for more than 2 hours to pull him out. He was taken to Temple University Hospital. The man is suffering hip and leg injuries. And now to Devon with What's Trending.
Thanks so much, Victoria, and welcome to this edition of What's Trending. Navajo Nation, the National Congress of American Indians, and John Norwood, General Secretary of the Alliance of Colonial-Era Tribes, all spoke on President Trump calling Senator Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas at a Monday event honoring Navajo war heroes, calling the remark insensitive. Norwood said the comment smacks of racism, and Navajo Nation President Russell Begay said it was culturally insensitive. National Congress of American Indians, per NBC, stated, "We regret that the president's use of the name Pocahontas as a slur to insult a political adversary is overshadowing the true purpose of today's White House ceremony. Today was about recognizing the remarkable courage and invaluable contributions of our native code talkers." Black Friday was huge for gun sales. Gun sellers did brisk business on the biggest shopping day of the year, providing a respite from a year-long slump under Trump administration. RTSP, a gun store and range in Randolph, New Jersey, surpassed last year's Black Friday for sales, and that carried through the weekend for the store's highest grossing week since February, said Rick Friedman, the CEO. Black Friday was the biggest day on record for FBI background checks, which tracked nationwide gun sales. The FBI reported 203,000 background checks for gun sales on Friday. Some of the biggest sellers included handguns from Glock and Smith & Wesson's M&P line, as well as a Shockwave from Mossberg, a pump-action pistol-grip shotgun. Japan's latest driverless car hits a Tokyo highway. Last month, monitoring giant Nissan installed its latest autonomous drive technology on its Infiniti Q50 model. CNN went for a test drive in the car in the capital of Tokyo. The modified car was equipped with 12 sonars, 12 cameras, 9 radar sensors, and 6 laser scanners to enhance the accuracy of its solo journey. What we have tried to attain with this vehicle is human-like comfortable driving, so no jerking, no sudden movements, says Sisoya Lima, general manager at Nissan Strategy Group. Nissan hopes to roll out the new tech in time for the Tokyo Olympics in 2020.
Wow, driverless cars?
I know, just imagine.
That's a little crazy for me.
A 2020 by the Olympics?
Yeah, I like being in control, Devon.
That's what I'm saying.
I like being behind the wheel.
Imagine just driving with you being in the car without you having to do
I would just
anything
be,
else.
I would try to do it myself.
That's
it.
Same here, probably.
Scary.
It is very scary.
Coming up, find out why people could face difficulty finding a Christmas tree this holiday season.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
welcome back to RTN News. Let's get into more national news. The only supermoon of 2017 will appear in a sky near you this Sunday night, weather permitting, of course. Bigger and brighter than its normal counterpart, a supermoon was coined in 1979 by astrologer Richard Knoll, and is used to describe a moon that is at its closest point in its orbit around Earth. A supermoon can appear as much as 14% bigger and 30% brighter than a typical full moon. The exact moment of the moon is the morning of December 3rd at 10:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But don't worry if you miss it, the first 2 full moons of 2018 will be supermoons. The largest supermoon was on January 26, 1948, and won't be surpassed again until 2034.
An Ohio hunter was charged on Friday after he fired a brown pickup truck that he thought was a deer. This is the second hunting incident in western New York. 26-year-old Marvin C. Miller of Middlefield was hunting near Snake Forest Road in North Harmony around 11:20 a.m. when he thought he spotted a deer, but it turned out to be a brown pickup truck. He fired his 7mm high-powered scoped rifle at the truck. Thankfully, he missed the driver and the passenger and just damaged the car. Miller was arrested and charged with discharging firearm across a public roadway. He was released on bail and could face additional charges after an investigation.
Christmas trees are harder to find this year, and that may drive up the prices 5 or 10%. According to the National Christmas Tree Association, the problem is a matter of bad timing. When the economy started tanking in 2008 due to the recession, growers didn't cut down as many trees as normal, which left less room to plant new seeds. Since trees take about a decade to grow to full height of 7 to 8 feet, growers now don't have that many to cut and ship around the country. Doug Hundley of the Christmas Tree Association says, quote, "We believe everyone who wants to have a real tree will find one, but they might have to settle for a little less because of the tight market. So get out there and get your tree soon before they all disappear."
2 people were arrested on Saturday in Boston, Massachusetts. Kayla Noel Brown and Markel Cruz robbed a 92-year-old woman. Doris Prendeville of Quincy was walking home on November 19th when she was pushed and robbed. Cruz ran off with her purse while Brown helped her up. However, surveillance shows that they were together. Prendeville suffered several injuries but is expected to be okay. 26-year-old Brown and 27-year-old Cruz were both charged with unarmed robbery and an elderly person. The pair will be on trial on November 27th and are being held on bail. Now here's Rob with your Rowan Sports Update.
Hi, I'm Rob Sensky, and this is your Rowan Sports Update. This week's segment includes the results of our basketball team's latest games. One of our cross-country runners receives an All-American honors, and the NJAC Championship Cup standings have been released for the fall. Let's get into it. The NJAC Championship Cup is awarded annually to the full member institution with the highest excelling athletic program. The winner is determined by calculating each sport's performance in the division, and the number of points received in each sport is determined by the number of conference participants. So far, Kane University holds the top spot for the fall, but Rowan is close behind at third. If the Profs want to hold the championship cup, they'll have to exceed all expectations this season. The men's basketball team is exceeding all expectations this season. In their recent game against Stockton University, they found themselves in what may have been the biggest nail-biter of the year. With only 9 seconds remaining in the game, Rowan held the lead at 87-85. Stockton had the ball for one last shot, but missed a layup attempt at the buzzer. Rowan celebrated the victory, and the Ospreys were handed their first loss. Deron Curry and TJ Booth were the Profs' biggest contributors, scoring 20 and 17 points, respectively. In their next game, the Profs faced off against Newman University and the Knights. The score was tied 5 times, and there were 4 lead changes in the first half. Rowan was down by 4 points at the start of the second, but the Knights were eventually overtaken by the Profs' stamina. Forward TJ Booth demonstrated another excellent performance, tallying 20 points for Rowan, and Raymond Wright achieved a career high of 24 points. The game ended in the Profs' victory with a score of 109-97. This victory marks Rowan's 3rd consecutive win and improves their record to 3-1 on the season. The women's basketball team struggled in their game against Stockton University. The Ospreys are undefeated with a 4-0 record, while the Profs are now 2-2. Despite the loss, they performed exceptionally well against the first place team. They even heavily outscored Stockton in the second and third quarter. Center April Zimchik compiled 21 points for the Profs. but the Ospreys' opening was too strong to come back from. They totaled 30 points in the first quarter, and the game ended with the score of 70-64. Men's cross-country runner Kevin Veltri received an All-American honors from the U.S. Track and Field Coaches Association. Veltri finished 13th with a time of 24:39.62 among 279 runners in the NCAA Division III Championship. Kevin has had multiple success under the Profs banner. He's the NJAC Individual Champion. He's earned the Runner of the Year award and was on the All-Conference first team. Congratulations, Kevin. You've earned it.
13th out of 279, you said?
That's a lot of runners, man.
That's a lot of runners. And let me tell you, I would be below 279.
Oh, yep.
I would be trailing behind everybody else. But good for him. Good for him. Definitely good.
That's all for this week's edition of RTN News. I'm Victoria Todorova.
And I'm Sean Kelly. Have a great week, Rowan University.